Oh, let's rock! Oh, wicked! Right, vibes makes games. I'm trying to work out exactly. Say you've changed your username. I am not entirely sure as to your original thing, your original username, but it is absolutely awesome to see you. How's everything rocking? Yes. In answer to your question, yes, things are going awesome. Right, okay, this is so cool. Right, I'm properly excited. Right. Good vibes develops. Nice. Okay, right. I can't remember if I have followed you yet, but if not, I'm going to make sure that I have. This guy seems pretty cool. Oh, nice. Yes. Awesome. And Unbroken Martin, yes! Oh, wicked, yeah, it has been a while. Right, so we got, too excited! Okay, right, so, how come I've suddenly been off the radar for a little bit? Okay, so basically something properly awesome has happened, and it's going to sound quite cliche, but, I'd say the last, month, 2 months have been, so awesome, because, it's a social thing. Found a girlfriend, and she's absolutely awesome, and it's just been this properly surreal thing. So really, really happy about that. So life is absolutely awesome right now, and I've realised that I probably haven't been able to game develop quite as much as I probably would like to have been, but I'm really happy. Yeah, absolutely, just properly so lucky as well. It's I was. I was explaining how, how genuinely happy I am. Yeah, and thank you, thank you. That was really nice of you, vibes. So I've been it's been kind of surreal. So just properly everything's looking really good now, and I thought and because normally for me to be able to stream, I need a bit of it normally takes a little bit of energy to stream, and it's just I finally got back. I thought, yeah, let's do this. This is going to be awesome. Right, so now I'll do a very quick sort of summary. How at the beginning of an episode of 24 or something, it just says previously on 24, and then suddenly we sort of see everything that's happened. You're like, okay, good, I'm caught up. Right, so. What I'm going to do is I have got, this is on play maximise, so I'm just going to press play now. Also, Unbroken Martin, how's everything going your side? Right, so what we have here is a game which I've been working on called Eadisn, and it's, if ever you've played either 2048 or indeed Threes, the general idea of this is you have a tile and you want to get a tile as big as you possibly can. Now, I'm not going to do a full playthrough, but I'll give you a rough idea as to how it all sort of works. So we've got different tiles. This one is about to drop, and we're looking to merge the same tiles to become bigger ones. All right, so that's a 3 bubble one, and we're and you kind of have to sort of move stuff around, try and get it bigger and bigger, and however many sort of tiles you have at the end and how big they are depends on your score. And it's one of those games where when you start playing, so part of the reason, and I know this is kind of blowing my own trumpet. Oh, nice! Oh, awesome! That's really cool. A little bit. It's just there's a little bit like Tetris. Oddly enough, when we actually talk about Tetris, I've made actually another game, which is kind of almost more Tetris, but it's one of these sort of puzzle games where when you actually play the first time, you it's you kind of have, there's a bit of a sort of learning curve. Now, you saw that all go flash red. Now, if I don't deal with that, it's going to be game over, because there'll be a tile that's looking to drop and there's no space. Yes. Oh, brilliant. Yeah. You're right. Now, there's actually someone who there's a particular. I would love to actually get his official username. There's a particular Twitch viewer who made the artwork of just these like basic tiles here. So if you actually look at it carefully, like this one has essentially one circle. This one here has one big circle and 4 in total, so that's 5. And so this is essentially, you know, when you're saying numbers, this would be a 5. This would be a 5 tile. But now, if I won't do this quite yet. So I'm going to move this over to. Actually, in fact, I can even show you. Yeah. So if I were to merge them, then you would then get like a bigger bubble there. Now, I'm intentionally going to create a game over, right, just so that you can kind of get an idea. So the reason it was a game over was because you can't. There was no place to put the top tile. Ah, thank you very much. Hold on. Bot ban, yeah. Right, I might need to give one of you a sword at some point, but I'll see if I can just... I can't remember inspect. Oh no, that is not how you do it. Once we've worked out how to there we go. Right, ban. Yep, cool. Yeah. Yeah, cool. But like, yeah, so generally it's one of those games where there is actually an awful lot, because I've essentially let my girlfriend and my brother play it, and they have actually taught me various different strategies. Now, a quick disclaimer, and I've explained this before, but it's just to give you a bit of an idea. There's the game which I've probably played. This is absolutely no word of a lie. I've completely down the line, completely honest. I've been playing a game called Threes, which I'll see if I can get a little Threes game. Let's see if I can get some images. Yeah, this is roughly it. So yeah, this game here, Threes. I have been playing this game on and off for about the last almost 10 years, right? This is an incredibly addictive game, and I just thought, I love this game, right? And it's kind of in the same sort of vein as with Rumpletown, what I did with Slay the Spire. I was like, I want to make a game like this, but it's different enough that it's also going to be sort of fun as well. Now, this game here, the reason I've played it for as long as 10 years is because there's a certain like completion part where I still haven't actually officially completed it. There's still more things. There's still essentially one higher tile that I can't reach, and I found out that something like out of the maybe 4 million people who have got it in the entire history of the game, only about 31 people have ever actually got this highest tile. Now I'm still like, you know, and it's like I want to be number 32 essentially. It's so hard. It's one of those where not only have you got to be incredibly good at the game, but you also need to be a bit lucky as well. And I just thought, how cool would it be if I can make another game like this? And it is, obviously the mechanics are different. There are different extra things to it. And one thing which I'm doing, and I don't know if this is a good idea, but I thought I would give it a try, is in this game there's actually progression. Now this number here indicates how many like essentially points that I've earned, right? And what I can do, I can actually spend them on various different upgrades that do, you know, different things. And the more that you play, the more points you get, the more upgrades you can get. Now, I won't go into like too much detail, but the coding I've done for these first 3 already, and we've got this last one here is what I've decided to call Radar Man. That's a very temporary name. I have no idea what I'm actually going to call it, but this one here is going to give you another advantage of some description while playing. So this is going to do its main thing. It's going to do is indicate when you've got a bigger tile that's arriving from the top, so you can prepare for it. So that's what I'm looking to do today. So we're going to see if we can get all the coding sorted so that when you get this, it's going to work in the game. So I'll give you a quick idea as to the sort of things that they do. So this one here, what this one here, so now I've got it active, I've just sort of done the upgrades, it means that I start the game with a big tile, right? So that gives me a head start in playing, and you can see this here. And the others do other useful things. So what we're going to be working on today is I made a mistake. So I should have a better system for this. The slight problem which I've run into is once I'm actually in here, it's quite difficult to actually get to the menu, because I'll show you what I mean. If I press escape right now, that exits the game, right, which is great. But if I try and go back in it, it will remember, it saves everything, and it will load the state that you are currently in, right? So, like, to actually get back to the menu, I mean, I need to find an easier way of doing this, but to get back to the menu at this precise moment, I have to go into here, and somewhere, this is the data script that holds, basically this script holds every bit of information that you need to save between, like, to save each time. So I've got a little tick box here called mid game, right? Now if I untick that, right, and now it will automatically save whenever I make any move, right, but it doesn't save the mid game. So now I can exit, and then I believe if I press play, hopefully it will just bring me back to the menu. Like I say, I need an easier system for this, but I've done something quite cheeky, which I'm not sure how many Unity users do, but this entire game is actually set in one scene, right? It's so whenever I'm actually, so if you look here, this is the scene number that we're in. If I go play focused and unpause, right, and press play, it actually still stays the same scene. It just gets rid of everything and creates everything again. The problem with that can lead to memory leaks, but don't worry about that. I'm sure that won't happen. So now, technically, it doesn't save it unless you make your first move. So I think I can press escape. We can go back into the title menu without too much issue. Nope, I'm wrong. I need to untick that then. So untick there, make one random movement, and then escape, and then hopefully we should be back. We're back on course. Right, fantastic. So today we're going to do we're going to make Radar Man. Right. So let's first of all actually get him on the shop. So we need to. So it's this bottom one here. Right. And so what this is going to do is it's going to show. Actually, it's quite small here. I do apologise. But yeah, anyway, I'll explain it as we go. So this one here is going to show how long it is until the next big, big tile that comes along. Otherwise, it's going to be ones and twos up until it's the next big one. So that's where we're headed today. So let's rock. Also. Unbroken Martin, I'm not sure if you're still here with the I actually had a little play of Hex Racer, and I decided what I'm going to do, let's rock, let's vibes, I love it. But yeah, what I'm going to do with is once I've kind of got to, this is going to be quite heavy code that I'm going to do, so maybe in half an hour I'm going to be playing a bit of Hex Racer. I at the moment I think I'm last on the monthly scoreboard, and I'm going to try and beat that. It's a genuinely really fun little game to play. It's one of those where so far it's it's perfect to play for say 5-10 minutes, put down, then come back, and then it just kind of it's got that sort of callback feel to it, and I absolutely love it. And that was made by Lakia Games, who is another streamer who's really good, and I would absolutely I'd love to put his link in the chat, but I can't remember how. But anyway, he's been really, really helpful, and he's he's absolutely helped me out no end. There's been so much that he's done. Oh, you've completed the story mode. Now, I haven't done the story mode yet, and I'm excited to give it a shot. I don't know, I might even try once I've done a bit of coding, I might actually have a little play on that. It's just, it looks as well, the thing which is really nice is with the Hex Racer game is I've seen it from the very first instance of it, and how it's just improved, and it just looks so much better, and it just every bit of it just looks so much more crisp, and I just absolutely love it. Right, so let's rock. Right, Radar Man. So what do we want to happen? We want to make it so that we're going to have a number that comes on here, which shows how long it's going to be until the next big tile, and then we're going to have another sprite here, which is going to say how the actual tile that you're going to get. So that's going to be what we're going to work on first. Yeah, but that's really cool. Right, okay. So my plan is I'm going to see if I can beat your score, because I think both Lakia and yes, there's a few scores that I don't know if I can possibly beat, but I want to see if I can at least not be last. And it's just actually, this is interesting on the monthly leaderboard. When you're actually playing for a while, you do get a ×5 score multiplier, right? And I've realised that it's like I think I got as far as that, and then I died a little bit afterwards. It's just part of it is that excitement of, can I play long enough to reach that ×5? Because what makes the game so good is the monthly game is like a preset seed, so all of the hexes are the same, so you can learn the track slightly. Right, anyway, so how are we going to do this? I think first of all, what we need to do, so with this Starman, I've introduced a method to add extra sort of text and sprites to it, and that's what I'll need to do to this one as well. So that is where we're going to work on first. Let's go. Right, so where are we up to? I can stop this now. If I go Starman, yes, okay, so we can actually, even though this is quite a simple script, there's quite a bit which we can actually learn from this. So I'm going to first of all, we're going to work on that first. Let's find out exactly where this is kept. We're going to go create a new C# script. We're going to have Radar Man. I'll say TM counter script, and we'll see where we go from that. Yes, you are entirely right. I think because I generally, as soon as I don't worry about fuel until I'm like below 50%, and then I prioritise fuel over everything. That's generally the technique that I use. Right, so now we've got that, we're going to open this script, and what we kind of want to do, let's get rid of all this, and I kind of want to find every reference of this, because even though this is very basic code here, it's like we can use so much of it. So I'm actually going to, first of all, let's go find all the references here and try and work out exactly what we're going to do. So let's see. So it looks like I've got a separate game object that I've called Starman. Sorry, it's a little while since I actually did this particular thing, so it's always good to, if you've got a system that works, just use that one over and over. So here we're going to have a public game object. So I've got a big master, big chunky daddy script here called Gizmo Master. So the gizmos represent all of those little bonus things that you can get. So this is going to be Radar Man TM Go, and let's see, and we're going to find out where this is and probably like duplicate this and do stuff here. So it will be prefabs, TTP prefabs, Gizmo stuff, and Starman. That's good, right? let's find out exactly what this is all about. Preverbs, Gizmo. So let's have a look. So I believe all this is just a text mesh. So we probably want something a little bit more than that. We want to have both a sprite and a text mesh on it. So in fact, I probably didn't quite need this. But no, you know what? We can still work with this. I'm just going to duplicate this, and we'll call this Radar Man. That's fine. And I'm going to see if this works. So now we can go into the Radar Man one, and we're just going to change a few things. Now I'm going to do a bit of tweaking to get this all to work. And I don't know if I can do this. I'm just going to test something. Create an empty game object. That's fine. And no, I can't. No, fair enough. So this will be Radar Man TM, and what we kind of want to do is get rid of this bit of code, just remove this component, and then that script that we've made that's completely blank, we're going to put that put this on here, and that's yeah, what I kind of want to do actually is yes, oh, that works. Okay, that's really, really useful. Okay, fantastic. Okay, remove component. So I've just essentially duplicated this, and we kind of, so at the moment there's currently two text meshes. What's the plural of meshes? I don't know. Right, let's go remove this component. Remove this. So this is pretty much what we're after, and if I'm honest, I can't remove that, can I? Oh yeah, no, I can. Yeah, okay, right. So I think we're kind of in business now. Let's just, yeah. So we'll work this all out as we go along, where everything goes. So we need both a text mesh, and we're going to 2D object sprite square, and I'm just going to have a tile. No, no. I just need a sort of a particular sprite that I can just use as a sort of placeholder. So I'm sure it will come to me shortly. Let's see what makes a good placeholder sprite. Yeah, just one of this is fine. Yeah, that's all I'll need. And we're gonna find its proper place in a little bit. So this will be Radar Man. And I kind of want to make sure that I name it something appropriately. Sprites. We'll call it Radar Man. Actually, in fact, yeah, just tile level SR for sprite renderer, and we'll worry about actually putting it in the right place a bit later. But it's going to be roughly that, and then we can move everything, you know, when we need to. So first of all we want to do is so this shouldn't be too hard. Our main goal at the moment, even though we've done literally zero code, we've actually deleted bits of code. All I want to do right now is make sure that when I play this game and I've got Radar Man in place, we get to see this and attach it to it. So it's not going to be too difficult so far. Let's go copy this path, and where was I going? This here. All right. So if we go Radar Man. Huh. Interesting. Equals resources.load game object, and we just need to make sure. So by doing all of this, this means we now have got access to our like very, very basic game object. And we're going to find a use for that. And the way which I the sneaky way which I do that is I will essentially go find all the references here and then just fit it in as and when I need it. So when we're making Radar Man, so this is for Starman, this is for Radar Man. Now, let's see, how would I do that? So we're going to have Radar Man TM counter script. Radar Man TM equals instantiate Radar Man there. Get component transform. So I'm largely just copying what I'm doing here. So this is, first of all, we're creating it and we're getting a reference to this particular script. That's our first thing. Now we're going to just say, oh yeah, actually we probably better get a transform as well. So public transform base trans void awake base trans equals get component transform. And so now by doing this, we're basically saying that game object that we made that is very, very basic and doesn't have much going for it, we now have access to the transform, which we can do various different things with it, which more importantly, first of all we're attaching it to our Radar Man script or our Radar Man tile, and then we're going to say Radar Man TM dot base trans dot local position equals new vector 3. In fact, local position equals, let's just vector 3.0. So I actually kind of like the idea that we make it like equal to 0 and we just move the bits around so that it makes space. And then it looks like, oh yes, okay. All right, that's another important thing. Let's go back into here. So one thing that's always been cursing me is when we have text like this. Forget the fact that there's a T there, right? But when we have text, we always want to be able to decide where it's going to go, like order-wise, and we want the text to be in front of the tile, so you see the text and the tile is behind it. Now, when it comes to sprites, it's very easy. You just make this like 55, right? And as long as that number's bigger than whatever the sprite is behind it, then it will be in front. So, but unfortunately, when it comes to Text Mesh Pro, we actually have to do that within the code. So that shouldn't be too hard though. So so what we probably need, let's go get hold of all the things that we need. Public sprite renderer. We're going to have tile level SR and public text mesh pro, and that will just be radar counter TM. So we've introduced these variables and we just need to make sure that we get hold of them. So I think I'm going to do that just so that for my own OCD I won't change anything. Radar TM equals get get component in children text mesh pro. All right, so what we're saying here, when we're saying get component in children, that's looking at this whole thing here, and we want to get hold of get hold of this bad boy, right? Now, in order to actually do that, so that we can change it, like once we've got hold of it, that means we can change all of this however much we like. So what we're going to kind of work on is actually how to get hold of it. And if we do get component in children, that's saying let's look at this game object now. Let's find out anywhere in any of these like slots here. Do we have a Text Mesh Pro? Aha! Here it is. Let's go at it. The reason that I hesitated slightly is if ever I need to a bit later have another Text Mesh Pro on this same game object. It's not much more complicated, but there's a little bit more confusing because it will simply just say what's the first text mesh that it finds, which is this one here, and add it. But if I was to add another text mesh, then how do you find the second one? It's a little bit more confusing, but not that much. And we might come to that. Same issue when it comes to sprite renderers, but we'll find out. And we're going to have tile level SR equals get component in children. Yeah. So now we have access to all the things that we need. Right now, what I kind of want to do as well is go radarman tm dot. Let's have a look. Dot radar counter tm dot text equals. I'm just going to have the word Jeff here, right? So that way we'll know that it has worked if this happens, and then we'll get radarman tm dot tile level sr dot sprite equals null. So we're going to turn that sprite off. Actually, no, you know what? We will. I'm just going to green it out, but because I want to use that as a reference point. But that is what we'll eventually do. And then, this is what we wanted. This is the key important thing. Right, Boardmaster script. Okay, so what I've done here, like essentially I'm copying a lot of this code, but just changing the bits that I need. What we also want to do as well, before I forget, is go radarman tm dot radar counter dot. Oh yes, cool, nice. Right, so what I've done is over here, you know, I was saying that I couldn't change the sort order unless I do it in code. This is kind of how you change it in code. We're getting hold of the text mesh. We're then getting hold of the renderer that's part of the text mesh, and then we're saying sorting order equals 55. So we are very, very much well on our way. Right, so we're going to fix this a bit later, but we want to just see how this works. Now, the other important thing, which we're going to need to do, is if I go to here, let's go to definition, we're going to have public radarman counter script. I'm going to do underscore. So what am I doing at this point? I'll explain. We have this Boardmaster, which essentially is this another big chunky script that deals with the actual gameplay itself. And what we have done with Starman is we've just, the actual thing that deals with the Starman counter script is like looking at, like this is basically get hold of this script. And so we need to do stuff with this script as well. That's where we're headed next. So now that we've got that, I'm going to have some more energy drink. We simply want to, let's go make a bit more space. We go http boardmaster.instance._ radarman counter script equals radarman tm. Okay, so now this Boardmaster should have access to so yeah, this script over here should now have access to our radarman, and we'll be able to do stuff with it, but I just want to get all the things in place before I do that. So let's go, let's rock. Okay, so that should be good. Now what's going to happen when we start is it's going to look really, really stupid and weird. It's more like I just decided that like if I can just like I'd rather have it in place, and then I've got a pen and paper and I'm just going to write down the coordinates so then I can put all of the thing. I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you what I mean. Right. So now there's probably something that I'm missing, but let's go for it anyway. I'm going to press play. So we're now going to just make sure. Yeah, so I've got this radar man upgraded. I mean, it doesn't matter as long as, yeah, so I just want to make sure I've got this radar man here. All right. So now that we have this active, we're going to press play and we're going to see how it looks. So yes, that's exactly what I was after. So even though this doesn't look like much at all, this does mean something. Right. So what we want to happen is we want to get the text. This text, let's have this as 300. So it has changed it to 300, which is good. And we just need to keep track of exactly where we want the X and Y to be. All right, and then I'm going to write it down. So 1 and 2. That kind of looks okay. I was kind of wanting it to be kind of like in his belly, but I think that looks kind of fine. So we're going to write down this coordinate here. Although I like to try and make the numbers as round as possible. So 0.25 looks pretty good. And here, minus 0.175. I think that's fine. Okay, so this is what I'm going to write down because this is during the game. I've actually got to write this down outside so then I can input it, because as soon as I exit the game it will get rid of these numbers. There's probably a slightly better method to this, but this is the technique which I like. And it also means that if anyone ever actually sees any of my notes, it's just going to be loads and loads of random numbers that don't mean anything to a lot of people, but I'm like, oh yes, right, that makes sense to me. Right, so now we want to fit this very nicely into here, but let's go get a slightly more filled out one. That one's, if I just pick a slightly more, like a tile that looks like it will fit in, so we want to make sure that it fits in the space well. That looks perfect. Okay, so we've got it slightly off, so I kind of want it like that. Yes, okay. Now, if I go... Yeah, and we want to just try and get the numbers as correct as we can. So X... Yeah, so... 0.1... Nope. 0.05... 0.01... 0.01... Right, isn't it? Hold on. I always like to try and get these lines to be exactly perfect, and there's probably a good mathematical way of working this out. I think that's it. I think it's 0.78. Okay, brilliant. Right, so we've got the X sorted. Now we just need the Y. So let's just say that was 5, 6, 5, 5, 8, 7. Like I say, there's going to be a better way of doing this, but I like this method. 5, 6, 7, 5. Right, still a tiny little gap. You know what? That seems a bit of an odd number, but I'm completely fine with it. Oh no, actually, it doesn't quite work, does it? Forget all the things that I've just done, because we want to make sure this kind of fits in this tile. So how would we do that? I guess I would just have it like that. So we've slightly shrunk the size there. So I'm now going to go Copy component. Now, get rid of that now. Now we're going to here, and here we want to go paste component values. That's should be fine. And with RadarMan TM, we want to just use the 0.25, and that one is minus 0.175. Okay, now hopefully when we press play again, we should be able to get this working. So I'm just going to press play, and let's actually go on full screen, see what that looks like, maximized. And that is roughly what I'm going for. It says Jeff, right? So this is what we're going to work on now, is actually getting this to operate in the way that we want. So we've now created it how we like it, and we're just gonna, yeah, right. So we're almost there. we're almost there. Right, we actually now need to do the fun coding bit to get it to work, because that was largely aesthetics. What I will do now is, instead of that saying Jeff, I'm just going to have it as saying 000. All right. So now, what we're going to do first is not worry about the sprite. We're just going to work out when the next special tile is going to arrive, and a special tile is simply one that is not a 1 or a 2, and we've got the ways of doing that. So let's go find all the references. So we're going to have code very similar to this. Control C, Control V. This is going to be sort radar tile counter. If underscore radar tile counter is not equal to null, then we can actually, wow, we can do all of this in one go. This is easy. Yes, let's rock. It's going to be cool. Okay, so what is it that we're going for? So first of all, we're actually checking to see if any of the tiles that we've currently created have a tile slot that is not equal to 1 or 2. So if I go this is why it's quite nice, because I've already done a bit of a sort of placeholder, or I've done a bit of code here. We can just essentially use this and just change it so that we want it. So what are the conditions that we're looking for? So tile score is not equal to tile slot dot 1, Control C, and tile slot is not equal to tile slot dot 2. Okay, right, and then we're going to have underscore RadarMan TM counter dot script equals I.toString. That's it. That's what we need to do there. So that essentially updates the string, but that's only if it's in it's coming in the next 10. So that's where so now we can actually, I think this is actually going to be easier than I thought. So first of all, we need to go tttp masterscript.instance.get solo sprite, and we want to get this bad boy. Control C, Control V. Okay, so what this function does is you give it a tile score, and then it will give you the right picture that goes with it. So now that we have this script, at the moment, this is just getting a picture and saying, yeah, we got it, right, now throw it away. But what we want to do is we want to say that our RadarMan counter script dot tile level sr dot sprite, we're now getting hold of this bad boy, and that sprite renderer that's got the tile on is going to we're now getting access to this sprite renderer. And a sprite renderer is anything that holds any picture, pretty much. It's a bit more confusing than that, but don't worry. Equals. Boom. Right. So now, if there is a tile in range, then we will update our we'll update the number of moves you need to make until you get this special tile, and we'll update what the sprite is. So that's good. Now what we need to do is so we've got another. It's not anything too confusing. It's not anything too difficult, but let's just try and work this out. So the Starman tile comes like strictly every like 250 tiles, for example. So, and this number will tick down. So it's actually, this one is a little bit awkward. So what we actually need to do, given that there's essentially 3 different special tiles that are queued up at once, we need to find the lowest one and work out what that number is. So in fact, oh wow, this is way easier than I thought. Right, RadarMan counter script dot tm that dot text equals we want to work out what the lowest is. Hold on. Math f dot min of see what options we've got. Oh, okay. That's it. Oh, I don't know what the. I think this should be fine. So it returns the smallest of 2 or more values. So, how does this work? We've got a function here where we're going to give it a bunch of numbers, and we're going to say what's the lowest out of all of these. So this should be, so the 3 numbers that we want are essentially the 3 special tile counter numbers, and I know what they are. But so if we have new int, and that will be http data script dot instance dot special tile counter C V and B and 2. Okay, all right. And also we want to quite strictly make sure that when it's not in range, we don't know what the tile is going to be. So Control V equals null. Right, so what is this script doing? This is looking for when the next special tile will come. I've got 2 equal signs there for no real reason. Let's go fix that. Let's go save that. So we're saying if it's one of the tiles that's already up, then brilliant, wicked. We'll just use that and we'll get that picture. If it's not, we're going to say how many tiles it is until the nearest one is, and then we're going to set the sprite to null. So we've got to see if this works. First of all, we haven't actually activated this at any point, but this shouldn't be too hard to do. So I think every time we're activating this, we can pretty much activate this. So let's go find all the references. Sort tile counter. So, oh yeah, so it looks like about here is, and there's actually, we want to use that script, but I think we want it about here. So this will be if http data script dot instance dot RadarMan level current is greater than 0, then we just want to go sort radar tile counter. So we've got it there, and I believe we will also need to fit it with each of these as well. And I think we could just put it at the end here. So with any luck, we'll have to have a little play, see if this works. And we want to, yeah, so this should be good. I know there is an argument that where we've got this special tile, the fact that I've got like 3 separate integers called special tile counter, special tile counter 2 and 3, you know, it could be done in an array-like format, but I think I prefer this. That way I've got exact control as to where I need to go. So now we're going to give this a test, see if this works. So let's rock. Okay. So I just want to check. I've got this one is active. That's great. I could reset it, and we're just looking to get to level 1 because at the moment level 1, 2, and 3 all do exactly the same thing. But let's just stick with level 1 for the time being, and we're going to press play now. Let's see. So at the moment, oh yes, we actually kind of want to default this sprite to being 0, but that's okay. So now if I move once, so let's just say over here. So we now know in 45 moves, we're going to get a new special tile. So let's actually just play it through. Let's see if we can get there. So 42, we're going to get this number down. Yeah, 31. And I think when it gets to about 10, we'll then see the picture, with any luck. So, I don't really like having a 1 there. It gets a bit awkward, but that shouldn't be a problem. So 10. Oh, right. Okay, that's not quite what I wanted. Okay, so so that is showing that there's going to be a 3. So it showed a random 23 that I'm not entirely sure why. Don't know why that showed 23, but we're going to try and recreate that problem and fix it at some point. But we want to know that it's okay. So 4 in 4 tiles, in 3 tiles, 2 tiles, 1 tile. Now that should be the 3. Brilliant. Okay, now when we then, I can actually do this, line this up. Now when this goes, this should hopefully update, and it will be another number. Let's find out what we're up to. So it's 14. Okay, so in 14 tiles we'll get a new one. And so this will be kind of useful when you're sort of preparing ahead. Now, why would it show 16 there? Let's go have a little look. Let's see what that 16... Let's see if we have a 16 here. Where does that 16 come from? Let's have a look. So that's okay. As long as we know, we can kind of identify, we can find out a certain problem. We'll be like, oh, where did that 16 come from? For the life of me, I have no idea. So anyway, let's just continue. So what should be doing, when we move once again, all of these numbers go down, and it should show us 6, I guess. Let's find out. 8, okay. That's still kind of fine. I think I know. But that's fixable. So we now know that in 8 tiles time we're going to get this 3-piece, and we're going to try and recreate that problem again so that we know where we're working. Okay, so it's almost done, to be honest. This is actually easier to code than I thought. So that's the special one. So now it looks like we've got a 4-piece in 7 turns. So I can actually now prepare for that. can kind of prepare. Okay, here we go. So this is going to look pretty juicy. So what's going to happen is I'm going to move this over here. Oh, that's the point. This bad boy here is going to knock this down, combining these two, making a 4, and the fall is going to make this one combine with the newly created 4, which will create one that looks like this, which will then mix down, and then we're going to have a bauble piece underneath. There we go. Right, so we're going to try and work out the, so there's a certain point where, yeah, the number just gets a little weird. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just going to get that number down again. I think it's partly because I've played 3s so much. You know, when I just think, oh, I love 3s so much, I've played it so much, it's untrue. I was like, I kind of want to, if I could make my own version of it, like I could do all the cool things that 3s does and then just add some more to it. You know, that's kind of, or, you know, make my own spin on it. So let's have a look. 19. Okay, let's just keep very close track of this. So that 18 is basically saying that the way that we got that 18 is that's 8 plus 10. I think I know what the problem is. I think I do. Because in 8 times... Oh, yes! It's going pretty well. We're sorting out our radar indicator. And this is basically, at the moment, we've got it the 18 tiles time. We're going to get a special one. In fact, let me try and do that. Do this. But how's everything going your side? Let's see. I think this is actually looking pretty nice. I can do this, and then I can put this over here. So, at the moment, it's saying 11, which makes sense. Yeah, nice, awesome. See, this is the energy that I need. It's like, yes, it's really good actually. I do like, one thing that's properly nice about streaming is like I can sort of talk out loud and I don't seem quite as crazy because because there's other people I'm viewing. That's like, you know, but when I do that on my own, I look a little crazy. So it's like I always prefer that. So now that's 10. Hold on. Now, I think we might get a weird number just coming up right now. That's the 39. Where does 39 come from? That's because... I see. Yes. Okay. I think I haven't quite worked out how to fix it, but that 39 is an odd ball, and I think that's when it's hasn't quite been created. Oh, yes. Awesome. Let's rock. So that's, yeah, it's absolutely like kind of. I need someone like yourself to sort of like, yeah, have that sort of give that energy in the morning. You know, I'm definitely not a morning person. Whereas it's like, yeah, I need that sort of energy. That's brilliant. Right. So now I can move this over. I've also done this quite cool. Like, however much you slide, whenever it's a new like thing that you're mixing, it kind of like brings up that little thing. You know, that's just it indicates like, oh, here is a new tile that you haven't seen yet. You know. Right, let's go. Hype. So we're actually going to sneakily do that. So yeah, when it gets to about 10 is when it's a problem. I realised that whenever you're playing this game, you can it can be. Like, an actual full game can take a little while. I think I want to do that. So now, should be fine. Move that along, move that over there. Yes, okay. So now, I was playing the game. I forgot what I was actually checking. I just kind of got caught up in it. Which is good. I like it when that happens, because I was actually trying to test for something. So we now know this works almost exactly how I want it to work. There is just one slight problem, and it's when it gets to a very specific point that I need to fix that. So it's yeah, when you get to... Anyway, I can escape for the time being. So we've actually got it still saved at that point. And we can continue that game and while I'm sort of testing things. So, sort radar tile counter. Yeah. Oh yeah, what we should do as well is we actually should put this in a bit of an if. So if we want to have an if statement a bit like this. So in fact, let me just copy this and we'll put that there. That way, like if we don't have the radar, it's not going to be doing a useless bit of code. I know it looks a little ugly, but I think that's the best that I can think of for the time being. So we are almost there. We literally just need to work out one tiny little flaw. So let's try and work this out. So what's happening is, and it seems very specific. So we're checking for the base tiles. So there's a certain point where we haven't quite created it. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Completely agreed. Right, now this is where, right, I think it's when there's a specific moment where this one hasn't been changed. So 4 inch, because that, okay. So I'm just trying to work out exactly what happens. So yeah, because we've got to recreate the issue. So what if? Is it? There's a certain number. Let's go see if it's the same number every time. So I can't remember if I actually saved it. It doesn't matter. Okay. So that has been reset, which is a little annoying, but that's okay. 66. Okay. Right. So let's just we just need to. I need to remember to actually check something. We need to work out the exact number where it swaps, where it just gives you a random number, and it's something like 10. I could actually artificially change it so that we don't have to play quite as much, but I'm now quite invested in this game now. So 51. So my technique that I use is I generally want my biggest tile and then them to get smaller and smaller as we go over there. And then every now and then we just get a bit of a sort of a loose cannon like this over here that I need to deal with at some point. It's 38. That should be fine. Okay. There we go. So where are we up to now? So I think I can do... Oh, actually, this is going to look quite nice. So I can move that over there, that one over there, and then we can get the next biggest one over here. Right, 23, 22, 21, 19, 18... So I'm sort of counting this. So we just, yeah, like I say, there's just a random fluke moment where it just pings up to something really high. And I think I do know why, I just don't know exactly how to fix it. 14, 13, 12, 11, okay. 10. Okay, so let's just have a look. Let's just work out where we're at. Ah, so the special tile counter now is 0. Okay, and we can actually have a look. We can have a look at something here. if we go into our main game, Boardmaster, these are the queued up tiles that we have. And I think it's number... which is, yeah, so this is the next one up. So we actually want to look at the bottom one here, which is that one is a 1. That is a 1. And I have a feeling that when we play one more, right? If I've got my maths correct, let's have a look. It should not on that one, on over here. It should be, I think all of these numbers are going to go down. This is going to go back up to a random number. That'll go down to 39, which will show, I think for a brief moment, for one turn, it will show 49, but I might be wrong. 49, okay, yes. How do I deal with that? So now, if we look at this bad boy here, yeah, this is the 3. This is the next one that's gonna, like, that's been added. So what is this one here? Okay, all right, I'll work this out. Don't worry. So yes, so now, so it just has that brief sort of weird caveat where it hasn't quite updated the thing that it needs to update. Okay, this is fine. Okay, so, and then it should tick down properly. So that's 8, yeah, so we now know that it's in 8 turns to go. Okay, that's fine. I think I know how to fix it. I don't know if it's the most productive way, but if we just have that updating the tile counter a little bit, yeah, a little bit later in the code, I think that will just fix it. But let's go, let's see if we can actually fix that. That's good. Boom. Ah, chunky. Love it. Awesome. Right. So that's where we're at. I think it's the timing in which I do all of the code is where the problem lies. So it's also because I save it at the end of every move. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I appreciate that. Like I think yeah, it has been a little while. I think and it's been good. It's also like with Rumpletown, as much as I still might do a patch in the future, I feel like the game to me now feels complete, you know. And also sort of big news, like I've got a friend who has completely completed Rumpletown. Like it starts getting brutally difficult, like in the later levels. In the post games, that's a. I don't know exactly what you mean, but like, sure. But yeah, like, and yeah, but yeah, I was saying like someone's actually now finally completely completed like Rumpletown, like the absolute hardest level, hardest difficulty setting. So like it's like in my head I feel like I might like I'm definitely retiring it for a little while, you know, but so I think though in order to actually put a game on Steam it's quite a lot of oh right, the only method that I knew was like you have to like it's quite a pain actually to get a game on Steam. There is quite a lot of like red tape you need to go through. I mean, if there's actually so I mean there might be a method of doing that, but I only know the sort of the paying $100 and like almost signing away your life, filling out all of these different sort of tax forms and stuff. But like, I think, yeah, I also rather frustratingly, I did want to get Rumpletown on mobile, but as I tried, Apple did make it a bit too difficult for me because yeah, because of the operating system I've got on my Mac, it won't essentially allow me to test anything unless I have a really old rubbish phone, and it didn't work on my old rubbish phone, and I just thought there's no guarantee that it's going to work on any of the newer ones. And this game, I think, though, it should. I have actually got it working on a mobile as well, which is nice. But yeah, let's have a look. Right, so this is where we've got to sort out the code. I think sort radar tile counter. What if? Let's go find all the references. Oh, not that. Find all references. Let's sort this out. Oh, hold on. I think I just need to do this. Maybe. I think that might be all I need to do. Maybe not quite that. Let's find out when this function is being called. Ah, yeah, okay. Let's go find all references. Right, let's go. We might actually be there. So not that one. It should be over here. So get fresh drop class. And what do we do with that drop class? Okay. I think here is where we need to do it. I think this is it. Have I still got it in my... Yeah. Yeah. I think we have it there, and we don't need it anywhere else. So let me go find all the references here. Let me just temporarily... So Control KC just comments stuff out, which is what I'm looking to do. Oh no, that's the bit which I've just put in. I didn't want to comment that out. I wanted to comment out this. I think... And... Here... I think this might work now. I just have a feeling. So what the problem which I had was there was just this very awkward moment where it knows what the next one's going to be, but it hasn't allocated it yet. So I think we're almost there. But yeah, this game is I am looking to eventually put this game on Steam. But like I still need sort of sound effects and stuff, and but like it's actually surprisingly quite close to being done. But like sound effects, I want it to feel atmospheric. I want it to feel like, oh yes, this is, I want it to have a sort of tune, kind of like where like even though where there'll be like I say a good like 5-minute or 10-minute loop of songs where it's just going to be quite sort of like just pleasant to listen to. That's what I'm going for. Right. Okay, I think we can just continue playing and seeing where we're up to. So that's good. Get rid of that there. Right. So, oh yes, and actually, before I continue, I want to do something else. Gizmo master. We can now just make this equal to 0, and we do want that to be null now. So that way, just as you start a game, it doesn't update. Like, as you get back in, it will just stay blank until you've made your first move. So that's good. So that's blank, which is fine. Now we've got 27 more moves. let's see what happens now when it gets lower. So 24, 23, 22, 21. $16, 15, 14, 13. Right, we're going to keep very close eye on this. Okay, 11. In an ideal world, when it gets down to like 10 or 9, it will just show the symbol up. That's what we're hoping for. 10, 9, yes! Oh, fantastic. Okay, it looks like I've worked it out. Okay, that's brilliant. Okay. So now we actually, to be fair, we can even play, with that knowledge in mind, we can make sure we have a bauble ready to mix with that. So I'm going to put this over here. 3, 2, 1. Okay, here it is. Yes. Right, so we can actually mix that one. So we now know this one is going to be in 5. So we kind of want to get this piece over, like, we want to kind of get it on top of there and move it in place. That's my plan anyway. 2, 1. And it looks like it's going to come from that left side, which should be fine. And go like that, over here, yeah, boom, get that in place. Right. So now we want to just check that it still goes down like normal. So 23, 22, 21, 19. And I think, with that knowledge in mind as well, we should probably sort out the star counter as well. We should move that code over. That's a bit annoying. Right, so 10, 9, and then it goes to that. Brilliant. Okay, that's really useful. All right. So we now know we've got a 4-piece on its way, which should be there. Which, if I did that, then we can now move that in place. Right, I want to see if I can just get the next tile up, and then I'll actually start continuing coding. I just can get into the zone in this game where you kind of forget that you're actually, this is a game development stream. You're not just playing the game. So yeah, and so that will just give you a nice, like, useful little advantage when playing. That's rock. So we're close. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, it's getting a bit ugly. Oh, I think this works. Okay, yes. Alright. Is that enough to get the next tile up? It might be. Oh, okay, that's throwing a bit of a spanner in the works. I think we stick to our original plan. So that should be fine. Let's just get that ready. Fit that in there. Okay, boom. Yes, so that's the next one up. Okay, alright, I'm pretty happy with that. That looks pretty good. So, yeah, okay. Right, so it looks like our initial idea of Radar Man is working. There's obviously more levels of upgrade to be done, which is what I'm going to be working on next. Which shouldn't be too hard. It's just going to be, yeah, it's going to be a bit tricky. So what does the next level do? Let's actually make it so that we have the next level at hand. Over here. I'm going to be... so at the moment, the radar man level current is 1. Let's go make it 2. And then if all I need to do is make 1 movement, and then it will save that all. And so what does radar man level 2 look like? It's got a little grid here. What does this mean? You'll find out shortly. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Right, okay. So what we kind of want to do is have a tiny little grid dot which indicates where all the tiles are going to come from, so that you can kind of get a bit of an idea, as like you can have a bit more look ahead. And it won't show you what the tile is, but it'll just show you that a tile will drop there next. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit finicky, but I'm sure we can do it. Right. So how would we do that? Do we have a separate? I think we go for a separate game object altogether. Yeah, and we're going to have to do just a little bit of trickery to be able to do this. So what we need is let's have a look. Let me try and just think of the most logical way of doing that. I think we need to create an empty game object that we're going to call radar. What should we call it? I don't know what we should call it. It's the thing, radar map game object. Cool. So this is going to be one of those times where I'm going to probably, in fact, I want to see if we can get the entire radar map up and running in 1 hour. Right, that's what I'm going to go for. Right, what is 1 hour in... that's an hour and 40. I think it's that, isn't it? Right, okay. The entire radar map in an hour, right? And like I say, I apologise in advance if I come across as talking like gibberish. It's like yes, right, anyway, the timer has been started. Right, let's go. Right. So, how would we do this? We need to, first of all, get a script, which we're going to call radar map. Radar map script. So, Gizmo scripts, where we've got this radar man, let's go create a new C# script, which we're going to call radar map script. Okay. Which is great, and I love the fact that it brings this up for no reason. Good. Okay, radar map script. Okay, we are going to go for right, so we need so radar map, let's go add this, and what we will probably need is another 2D object sprite square. And I've got to remember, I've got somewhere in this sprite catalogue, I've got the things that I need. So it will be in here, colour palettes, gizmos, radar man, counters, and yeah, all I need to do is just copy this path. Okay, and for the time being as well, we're just going to put this one on there. This will all make sense in a little while. Don't worry. And what are these? Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so this is going to be radar blip go. All right, and these are both going to be quite relevant prefabs that we need access to. So Gizmo stuff, I think both of these we can just put in here. Okay, so the radar man has got this radar map script, and we've got the radar blip go, and I think, right, okay, we can do this. Easy. Easy. We don't actually need a script for the radar blip, I don't think. So, let's see, how would I start? Public void, public transform base trans there. Okay. And we want void awake base trans equals get component transform like a pro. Okay, where are we up to now? So what we want to do is we want to go for public game object radar blip go, and we kind of want how do we do this? Public sprite renderers. We want an array of sprite renderers, which are going to be blip SRs, and then we want public sprites, an array of that, which are going to be blip sprites. So we need to get access up to these blip sprites. Blip sprites equals resources.load all sprites. And I like the little robot-y dancing thing. It's kind of like I keep looking at the side thinking, oh, is there a new oh yeah, sorry, it's my window. Don't worry, I'll actually, to be honest, it kind of puts me off the coding, so I'll actually close it. One sec. Yeah, my because I like my window is roadside. It means that sometimes I hear people from outside. Right, so we've got this blip sprites. It's like it's gonna cheer you up no matter what happens. It's like doesn't matter if you've got the worst news ever. It's like oh, that robot sprite. It's like you know what? I feel better now. So we need to get here. So I've done. If I go copy this path and Control V. Right, now here is up where I'm going to do something which you're going to kind of have to just accept, because it's some coding that I've done obviously off stream, because I've done quite a bit of this game off stream. Now we need to go ttp masterscript.instance.get color path string plus there. Okay, so like as you might be able to tell, I've actually created 3 different color palettes, which is making it just so various different people prefer different sort of colors, and some can be a little bit. So I've made 3. So I've got the purple, which is the original one. I've got a sort of grey sort of white, black and white, not quite black and white, but yeah, there's no way of saying various different shades of grey without anyone think. Anyway, okay, but yes, all right, forget that. The different shades of the colour that's in between black and white, and then I've got like the actual traditional Game Boy colours as well, which is quite nice. Right, so hopefully that will be. Yeah, so now this is going to get hold of whatever sprites we need dependent on what colour palette we've got. So, right, so now, and public void create blips. And what we also want, create blips, but I think we actually want to have int number of blips. Okay, so now blip SRs equals, actually no, what's the easiest way? Equals new sprite renderer number of blips. Okay, right, now we're going to go for int I equals naught, I less than number of blips. Actually, we could even do blip SR. I prefer this. I don't really know why, but dot length. It's the same number, but I prefer having that, so it makes you feel like you're cycling through all of these. And then we're going to say blip SRs I equals instantiate instantiate a radar blip go, and we're gonna it's gonna be a child of our base trans here. So base trans let's go dot get component sprite renderer. So we're doing quite a few things in one go here. We're creating these radar blips. We're then setting the SRs to it, and we're doing that 8 times. Or 4 times, dependent on how upgraded your radar is. So now that we've done that, let's see. I think that's all we need to do for the time being. Now, the difficult part is working out exactly where it needs to go, which will be a little tricky, but we're going to take a bit of a guess, and then once we have everything mapped out, it should be easier to do. Let's go. I tell you what, before we do that, right, I definitely should have had this prepared. Right. Okay. Right, now what I want to do is now let me turn this music off. How do I do that? That's it. Okay. Right. Now, I'm not sure settings. I'm not sure if we've actually got the music. There we go. Right. Just getting my control pad. Right. Okay. Right. I might need to actually... Let's have a look. Oh, I think I actually need to quit the game and then go back into it. So I'm gonna try and see how well I can do on the monthly event. So if we go into that, oh wow, oh my gosh, right, okay. So this is me. I'm Goobertog, and I'm looking to beat Martin's score. That's what we're going for. That's my target. I don't know. I don't think I can ever get this high, but anyway, right, away we go. Oh, love this game. This game, it's just so much better. Like, it's been improved like over the time, and just seeing it sort of get like more sort of polished and clean, and it's just awesome. And because Lakia, oh, I should have got this speed up. Never mind. Lakia has made another game called Wormhole Adventurer, which is like one of those games that I think, yeah, like I say, after about 10 minutes of playing, you will not be able to put it down for, oh goodness me, for about what I think to me it was like 3 straight days. But when I say 3 straight days, that's like about 15 hours a day for 3 days. It was brilliant. This one is a lot. It's a bit what I would consider lighter. Oh wow! Sorry, I didn't see that. Sorry, a little like a shooting star or a meteorite. I probably better start getting fuel soon. Let's go get that. I don't know why I got that. Didn't need that. Right. sound effects, yeah. Like, ×2 every time. Now let's just get as many points as we can. I'm a bit short on fuel. I definitely should have thought about the fuel issue. Definitely should have considered that. Right, gonna just have to prioritise fuel for the time being. Yeah, a bit more fuel, even though I'm getting ×2. I wonder if you get ×2 fuel there. Fuel at 50, okay. Right. Oh no. So as you play more, the rocks get like more abundant and bigger, and fuel at 50. It's also I play a lot slower, so I'm not holding the accelerator the whole time. Okay. I realise that. Oh, okay, no, we're fine. We're fine. Oh, and also you can actually brake in this as well. I forgot. Yeah, which is ×2. Okay, right. I want to make sure I utilise this ×2. Let's go get some repairing. Oh, fuel is low. Oh God. Okay, right. We're desperately after fuel now. Oh no. Right. Okay. Right. I'm gonna go again. Right. I want to. Yeah. I'm looking to beat the score. Yeah. I was less efficient. I need to get the speed up at the beginning, and all the things that give me like a permanent fuel upgrade are what I need as well. And I think there is a speed very, very near the beginning, which gives you a permanent speed up, I believe. Yeah, because at the moment I'm on 50, but I think something makes me up to 55, which means, yeah, this one here, this will pay off. Oh, 60. Okay, that's a massive upgrade. Sweet. Alright. It's also, there's another technique which, when you watch, yeah, that's a permanent fuel upgrade as well. Very nice. You know what? Let's go get fuel now, because I want to make sure that whenever I get any sort of multipliers, I'm looking to just get points on that. So I'm playing it very, very safe this time. It's just, yeah, there's a technique to maintaining your speed. I don't need that. Let's just go get points. Where you don't want to do sharp turns, because then that's like it lowers your speed a bit. Whereas if you do sort of smoother turns, which means it plays beautifully on like any analog like control pad, where you can actually sort of go a bit smoother. Yeah, should have got fuel there. Let's get fuel now. Let's be sensible. Because I know there is a ×5 at some point. Let's go get fuel. Yeah, brilliant, nice. Okay. Oh, this is getting pretty scary. Where is it? Oh, it's going really fast. That's right. ×2. Okay, shield. That means I can hit asteroids, and it won't do any hull damage. But my hull is looking fine anyway. Right, we're going ×2. Some fuel. You know what? Let's go get fuel. Even though I've got ×2 and it's a bit wasteful. Right. Oh no. Okay. Alright, fuel. Oh no. Okay. Fuel again. Oh, that was a bit close. I don't. Oh, I just missed it. Ah, no. Ah. Right. Oh. Oh, I love this though. It's right. Okay, I'm gonna go one more go, and then I'll get back to coding, because that's what is really nice about this game. It's not like committal, like it's non-committal, and I'm looking forward to doing the like, yeah, the story at some point. Right, let's go make sure I get the speed up to begin with. Where is it? It's here soon. There we are. That's the one. And one thing which I'm going to have to ask Lakey how he does is like how he actually sort of seeds the randomness. Because it's like he can essentially just type in a random like code of some sort and it will just generate a whole map. Yeah, this game here, sorry, yeah, just in case, this game is called Hex Racer. It's made by a really good friend of mine called Lakia, who's just, yeah, who's basically, he's way better at coding than I am, right? I'm slightly jealous, and he's helped me on so many occasions. He's, yeah, just like a little bit of a hero. Let's see. Oh, cool. Sorry, I didn't even know the music got to this bit. This is cool. Alright, you might not be able to hear it super well. Love it. Okay. Ah, now I've got the proper music going. This is awesome. Okay, times 2. Right. Bit short on fuel, let's go. Okay, I've got it. Sorry, I'm not very good at commenting and playing at the same time. Oh, no! Oh, man. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Oh, the man himself. Lakia. Oh, okay. Right. Now, you're definitely going to be faster at this than I am. By all means, do, like, put a link in the channel. Yeah, I mean that is difficult. Like the reason, like, so I think the highest score that I got this particular series was something like 80 or 90,000. But you get a ×5 like multiplier like a little bit after that, and I think that's why it's like there's not that many scores. If we actually have a look, hold on. Yeah, like I think part of the reason that like there's scores like 140,000 and it chunks down there is because as soon as you get that ×5, you can get like so many. You get like sort of you can get like 50,000 as a result of that ×5. It is absolutely awesome. Yeah, absolutely love this game. I think it's is it still on offer at the moment? Let's have a look. Oh yes. Yeah, absolutely awesome game. I'm going to do the story again at some point. Just love it. Absolutely love this game. And yeah, like I say, because it's also another thing which I'll mention as well is when I was saying Hex Racer is a nice sort of non-committal game that you can just pick up for 5-10 minutes and play. It's awesome, right? There's another game, Adventurer. This is another absolutely awesome game. This one is a committal game. You need to sit down for a while to play this, but it's so fun. It's one of the most satisfying games ever when you get like a sort of big ship and stuff. And anyway, absolutely, I can't praise this guy enough. It's absolutely awesome. Right, anyway, I probably better head back and get back to my game dev. But this has been awesome, and I might do a bit of story if I'm still developing a little bit. Oh, it's on offer for another 2 hours and 20 minutes. Oh, nice. But yeah, absolutely, properly love this game. Yeah, I would control that. There we go. Right. Yeah, and I think that actually does help me with my game development as well. To actually have a little bit of a break, like every little while. Oh yeah, I just realised I'm still on a timer. I reckon I can still get this done in time. And to add to everything, I kind of need to go to the toilet as well. So I'll be right back. Just 2 minutes. Definitely should have had music going on at the same time. But right, back to back to that. Oh yes, yes. No, don't worry. I definitely will. Like, I got you covered. I think like it's more what I want to do is I want to have like I want to get like a few hours in the game. So like to give a review because I always have this slight worry that when you look at reviews, it'll be like, has played for zero point 0.1 hours and then it's given a positive review. So I always want to, and also actually before I forget as well, I want to make sure I follow that on Twitch as well. Anyway, soft, my development and games. Right, done. Oh, I didn't actually change it. I just, sorry, I meant to change it, but I didn't, sorry. Anyway, right. So, where were we? Right, blips. So what we've done is we've created these blips, which are... I guess we need the transforms as well, don't we? Yeah, it's not difficult to do. So what we're going to do is we want to control the sprite renderer of each one of these little dots on the radar, and we want to have the transform as well. So I'm going to go public transform blip trans. I suppose with that knowledge in mind, it might be worth making making actually a separate code for these blips, but I won't. I don't need to. I'm sure it's fine. So blip trans equals new sprite renderer number of blips, and we're just going to say blip trans I equals blip srs I dot get component transform. Okay, so now that didn't need to be sprite renderer, that meant to be transforms. Okay, so now we've created a certain number of blips, and it will be either 4 or 8, but now that we've done that, it shouldn't matter too much. Okay, so that creates the blips. Now we're going to go public void set blips. now. Right. We just need to work out. Yeah. What's the easiest way of doing this? So I'm going to just have a bit of a random guess here. We're going to have a public float. Now, this is a bit of a new... I mean, it shouldn't be new to me. I've done coding for this long. But there's a particular thing which a friend of mine highly recommends, and I am not as fussed about it, is making what's called a const, right? Which we'll call blip gap equals, and I'm going to say 0.05. Okay, it's not 0.05. We can change that a bit later, but we just need something there just as a reference. Okay, we'll change this. This number is going to be very, very relevant in a little bit. Okay, so now we want to go for int I equals 0, I less than blip srs dot length. Sorry, I just got to think this just slightly through. It's a little confusing. We're essentially setting up all the things. So blip number 1 is going to be, let's actually get the transforms sorted first. I think that'll be easier. Blip trans I dot local position equals new vector 3. And this is where it gets a little bit funky. Broadmaster script dot instance dot base tile scripts queued up I dot x y vec. Actually, is there another? No, there isn't. Oh no, I had a little play. Oh, sorry, I just realised I'm falling behind a bit. I'm trying to make a... Oh, wow. Oh, actually, that's a good point. By the way, Vibes, is this for a game that you're making? Because I think I'm going to just check. I need to just make sure that you're on the whitelist, but Nightbot regulars, because I might have your old name, but let me just get that there. Control C. User. Control V. Vibes makes games. Submit. Sweet. Yeah, I think you might have been on the list, but yeah, if you want to put a link to your game, do absolutely 100% feel free. Because that'd be cool. As it is, a chef. If I was making a choice, I'd say do a chef. But Lakey, yeah, that was. I had a little go at the weekend. But at the moment, I don't think I'm going to get I don't think I'll be able to get first or second place. But I'm intent. I'm going to see if I can beat Martin's score. And yeah, like I said, I'll do the. I'm going to try this story. I might next time I have a bit of a sort of nice break in here where I might do a little bit more later this stream. But I'll see how I feel. Right. So that's good. Yes. Oh, fantastic. Awesome. So what we need to do is, this is where it gets a little bit. Next tile drop class dot slot number. God, this is looking ugly, but this does make sense. Slot number times by blip gap. But we need to make sure this is a float. This looks incredibly long-winded, but I think this is fine. And the Y is going to be, I think, just float of I times by blip gap. Okay. Is that... Yeah, this does... It looks incredibly long-winded, but I think this is good. What we'll also need to do is make sure that these blip sprite renders are on top. So, and then we actually want to go if that there, Control C, Control V, dot underscore space slot is equal to tile slot dot 1, or where are we up to? 26 minutes. Okay, it's gonna. I might be cutting it slightly fine. 2, then blip srs I dot sprite equals blip sprites zero, else if okay. This will all make sense eventually if this works. That'll be star. Then I think that's going to be number 2, and that will be number 1. Okay, what does all this mean? Oh yeah. That's a really, really good point. I love that. I had such a cool time actually the other day when we went like last time. It is just weird because like you've told me the dates. What are the dates again? Hold on, because I'll have to check because I do want to. I think if it's like because I think for the day that was just absolutely way awesome. And are you going to be that's a good like kind of, and will it be like, do you reckon it will be similar to last time? Because that was really cool. Sorry, by the way, Insomnia is like kind of one of the best computer game events ever, where you can just go and like, it's just this absolutely enormous hall where loads of people have got loads of different like stalls about like computer games and stuff, and it's just really, really cool. And I went there for a day a while ago. I can't remember exactly, and it was just absolutely really a lot of fun. And Lakey was able to get me in, and it's just I thought I'd met like a famous celebrity. It turns out it wasn't, but it's someone who looked a lot like sort of look-alike. Yeah, and that sounds brilliant. What I'll do is hold on. I want to just check, because I might be on annual leave that week. I think I can move this. Sorry, one sec. Right. Sorry, I'm actually just checking my dates at the moment. Oh yes. Okay. Awesome. Right. Yes. I can. Oh, hold on. I should be able to make it. It might, if it was to be any day, it'd probably be the first day. But like, I'll have to come back to you on that. That would be really cool. And what I'll do as well is I'll bring my little, because I've got little business cards for Rumbletown as well, like, which I probably should have had equipped with me the last time. But yeah, that would be really cool. I'd love that. I might be busy. I know that I've got a couple of things that I'll need to do around that time. But yeah. Sounds really cool. Right. Anyway, I'm going to get back to this. So what we've done here is we've set the position of these blips, but 0.05 is going to be clearly very wrong. But I just wanted to I wanted to make sure that I've got this right. Okay. Yeah. So we'll work this out in a sec. Right. Now that we've got this bit of code here, what we also need to do is make sure this is pointing to something. At the moment, this is a null, is not pointing to anything. So if I just go here, radar blip go equals resources dot load game object. And what we want is we just want to know where this is. So I'm just going to go copy path, chuck this in here. So that's got the game object there. Right, so now we have I think this is all we need to do. I think we're well, no, we still have more work, and I reckon I can get this done in 20 minutes. The hard part is getting the exact number blip, this blip gap here, and we probably want as well a public const vector 3 equals. Oh no, we can't have a const. Hold on. Blip vec equal. Actually, can you do it here? No, it looks like you can't. Okay, we just have we don't. It doesn't need to be a constant blip vec. So this is fine, and then we're going to have equals blip vec plus that. Okay, right. This is more or less all we need to do, but we're going to do a few more things. Like, so now we've got it set in place, we just need to physically put it there. So how do we do that? We are going to, let's go start from here, and control home brings me right to the top, and what I've got here is the original radar man, and we're just going to have a separate script here which we're going to call radar map script. Brilliant. Okay, now we go into our gizmo master script, and where we've got this here, let's go to this definition. We're going to have public game object radar map go, and then we're going to get hold of the radar map. Radar map go equals resources dot load game object. Sweet. We just need to find the location, so we just need to fill this up. And I, as much as I could probably work it out, I would always rather just go here, copy path, copy. Boom. Okay. So that's all we need there. Now, let's go find all the references there. Okay. So, we now need to check. So, in order for this to work, so the first level 1 radar map doesn't have any of these blips at all, so it's only level 2 and 3. So we're just going to say, we can do a quick check here, if ttp datascript.instance.radar is greater or equal to 2, then we're going to do quite a lot of a similar code here, but not exactly the same. So we're going to go radar map script, radar map equals instantiate radar map go, and that will be Eadisn script dot get component transform. So we're just making this a child of the gizmo thing that's going to come up. Get component radar map script. Okay, so we're now provided the radar map level is 2 or greater, then we're going to create these blips, and then we want to say radar map.base tramp. Yep, boom, easy. It doesn't have any text, so we don't need to worry about too much about that, and we don't need to worry too much about that. We now want to go radar map dot create blips, and we need to work out, so int number of blips equals 4. I'll just 2 secs, sorry guys. Ah, wicked. Right, cool. So we're going to say int number of blips equals 4, and then if in fact I can almost copy all of this, Control C, just change a little bit. If that is equal to 3, then the number of blips equals 8. Okay, and then we're going to create blips, number of blips, and then these will essentially, this should be, so now we just need to update the blips every time the other thing gets updated. So, oh yeah, also I forgot about that, we need to get this underscore radar map script equals radar map. Okay, so now we've done that, what we're going to do is when we're updating the first part of the radar blitz, we're then going to update our radar, because we've got, essentially there's 2 completely separate things that are happening with this with this radar man gizmo, and we're essentially working, getting the other one to work as well. So now how would we do that? So now we're going to have a separate thing here saying if underscore radar map script is not equal to null, then underscore radar map script dot, I've forgotten what I called the function, set blips. Okay, right. So we're kind of, there's another thing that I kind of want to do. where we've got this sort tile counter, find all references. At the moment, I'm updating it there, and I'm updating it there. But what we could do, I could try and stay consistent, and I'm just going to sort of copy this, Control C, and then and put this over here. Oh no, maybe not actually. The more I look at it, the more it gets a little bit confusing. Yeah, maybe not. Actually, technically, we could still put that in there. I'm just sort of thinking out loud because I like to have code that's consistent, and the fact that we're doing this sorting within this function and the other one we're doing outside, it just feels inconsistent. I don't think there's anything wrong with it per se. It just feels a little wrong. It just feels wrong. Why don't I just have a little debug? We're going to just put a little post-it note on the problem. .log. Should be in a better place. All right, we're going to sort of like put a pin in that. We're going to come back to that at some point, but I'm going to leave it for the time being. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, right. So I think we're almost ready to try the radar blip. Is there anything else that I need to do? Probably. The honest answer is probably, but I just don't know exactly. So let's go. Let's see if we've got any error messages as we come on. No. All right, this, we can delete all of this. Let's go give it a shot. Let's find out why it doesn't work. Right, okay, so 10 minutes left. So we need to move 1 to get this to activate, which will probably be that. Okay, right. So now, these blips should be around somewhere. Ah, yes, I just thought what I need to do. Let me radar blip go. This one here needs to be 55. Let's try again. So now hopefully it won't, because at the moment it being 0 means it's going to be behind everything. So we still can't see the dots, but I'm sure they do exist. Let's go out of here. We've got the radar man. Oh, that's odd. Oh no, that's fine. So I think this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so oh, of course it's in the wrong place. Did I not set it as local? I meant to set it as local. I guess I didn't. Oh, they're all at the same place at the moment. I might need to move once more to get them in place. Ah, yes. Oh, wow. Okay, fantastic. This is perfect. This is exactly what I was after. Okay, right. Now we've just got to write down numbers and remember. Right, so what we're going to do now is we need to work out. So this is, even though this looks completely ridiculous, this is good. So what we need is we need to work out. Yes, I can. I can just move this over. I want to move this perfectly, absolutely perfectly on top of that, and then try and get the most round number that I can. So there's obviously going to be an easier way of doing this. So we're going to sort out the x value at the moment. So 6. 5. Oh wait, no. So if that's 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9. So it should be 8. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Actually, it could just be that. I think that might be the key number that we need. Right, now we just got to sort out the y value. Like I say, probably easier ways of doing this. We just want to really keep an eye. We're looking, there's this tiny thin line. So if that was 8, that could be good enough. Ah, nice. Oh, wicked! Yes, I'm gonna look and see if I can sort of learn anything. I take it you got the times 5 one. Is that close enough? Yeah, that's brilliant though. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, like here, I have made a bit. Yeah, I have made a few sort of updates to it. I think that's close enough. Right, we're going to write that number down. So that is minus. So what we're looking at. Oh, I realised the QR code is slightly blocking it. Yeah, you can just about see it here. This particular coord here is going to be the base vec. So we need to. And one thing that occurs to me is the distance between here and here. I think is different between there and there. That's fine. We'll sort that out in a sec. Okay. So now, let me just write this number down. Minus 0.4258 and minus 0.368. My pen isn't working. 368. This pen isn't working either. Okay, right, that's fine. Okay, so now we need to work out the distance between. Let's go work out the distance here. How much extra is that? So we're just looking at the y value. So we kind of want to just make sure the y value is good. 6. I think that's good enough. Okay, so the y value, I've just got to do a bit of maths here. What's the difference? Yeah, so it's 0.368 minus 0.2586, which is 0.1. Okay, all of these numbers do mean something. 0.1094. Okay, excellent. Okay, now if that's over here, just need to make sure the x value is as close. Good enough. Okay, so now I should have kept the calculator up. I know I'm looking like a crazy person putting out in random numbers, but this will make sense eventually. I don't know if I can quite get this done. You know what, I'm going to still try. So 3 minutes. Okay. Okay, 1173. Okay, 0.1173. Why have I done all of this? I will explain it to you. Okay. So I've got to change a few things. That's all the information that we need. So now I can say, let's go into radar map script. The blip gap, this one's a constant, so we actually need to change this. So blip x, blip gap x, and blip gap y, because they are different. Which is, so this one here, for the x, it's 0.1173, and here it's 1094. There will be an easier way of doing these maths, but that shouldn't be a problem. So that's blip gap x, and that's blip gap y. 1 minute 56. I think that's all I need there. We just need to get the blip vec, which I can actually just manually put in. But no, let's just set it here. It can't do any harm. So blip vec equals new vector 3 minus 0.4258 comma 0.368 f. Okay. Right. Okay. Oh no, that one of these needed to be a minus. That needed to be a minus. That would have been terrible. Okay. Right. Okay. Is this going to work? Right. Right. Okay. 1 minute 04. I reckon. Come on. Hopefully this will look incredible. So that goes there. Oh, check this out. So, even though it's not super clear, it's more just going to be a sort of bit of a reference to go through, and we can make it, there's probably ways of making it look slightly better, but now we know that if you look, these dots, this is a radar of the first 4 dots. So now, as I do one more, that's going to go down, so we now know that after this, there's going to be 3 coming from here. So it looks like we got it sorted. I just need to check now. Since we've got 20 seconds left, we've got time to spare. I am going to set the radar current to 3. 20 seconds, 10 seconds. I just need to continue, do one more move, and then stop, and then play. And then let's just see if it works for 8. Aha, yeah, but no, we done it. So now, yeah, there we go. That you can see, even though it's not super clear, there's probably other things I can do to improve this. But now you have an idea as to where the things are going to drop as you play. So now we've got a nice little advantage. And one thing that we'll also check for, is we want to see if when a tile is within this range, there'll be a different blip color. I've used the word blip so many times, the word's lost all meaning. I have to do that. Okay, that's good. That there. And so our general plan, like I say, got a biggest tile, then it gets smaller as it goes along. So we're just building this up, and soon. Okay. Oh. So now I'm not entirely sure. As soon as this comes up, this one stops updating. I wonder is there an error message created somewhere? There's no real reason I can see why it's doing that. Oh, I've clearly got it slightly misaligned there. I'm not going to lose too much sleep over that. So I just want to see if it starts updating itself. So these dots aren't updating. Oh, I know why. I know exactly why. And that's no problem. That's easily fixed. Okay. Well, you know what? That's close enough. I got the bulk of what I needed to get done in that time. Let's go bring this over here. Yeah, but like I would, what I want to do as well at some point is get this game on itch, just get the sort of basic version to like let people have a play, because there's it's like hopefully you'll like really you'll find this like quite fun, because it's probably more satisfying than fun, but it is still fun. So yeah, okay, I know what I've done, and it's an easy fix. So yeah, in fact we can do that. I can just stop now, and then we can fix that. So where we've got set blips, find all the references over here. Oh yes, so actually, yeah, I know the problem. So what we've got is it's returning and not getting to that code. So that can easily be fixed by just putting that there. Done. All right, so let's just check that works. So now, oh, nice. So whenever I think Cheetos, I always think, it's the American version of What's-Its. And a good solid crisp. This is going to be a bit awkward. Right, we want to build this 3 up a bit. So now we can just fit this one all the way down there. So now, hopefully, yeah, look, we've got a little white dot. That's to indicate that this is a special tile. So it's only going to be a 3. Now we're trying to sort of build this one up again. Yeah, I've been on a bit of a Community. You know, there's an American TV show called Community that's really, really good. I'd recommend it to anyone. It's arguably, I'm not going to say it's the best sitcom ever made, but it's probably arguably one of my favourite like sort of American sitcoms. It's just so good. Okay. Sunflower. Right. Oh, I could just play this all day. So now it looks like Radar Man has been properly fixed and is ready to go. Now I'm just playing. I can't kind of that's one thing that you can do like with this game. I kind of forget that I'm actually meant to be doing game dev, and I'm just kind of caught up in the game. So when it flashes red like that, that's saying that there's going to be that unless you make a move, it's going to give you a game over. So we kind of want to slowly build this one up. Right. This is awkward. Right, I want to see if I can get the next one up from here. Oh, that might work. Go like that. This is getting hairier. Okay. So that kind of works, but I kind of want to get this all the way over there, which is really, really difficult to do. right. Okay, let me change my priorities slightly. So, I guess we put that there. Right, okay, no, we might be able to fix this. Okay. So at the moment, the reason this is awkward is I've got this piece here, which is going to be really difficult to move over there, but I'm hoping if I can fix this area, then I might be able to work it. Okay. This is getting incredibly hairy. Right. Let's go like that. I suppose the next thing that I would need to do. But yeah, I don't know if anyone's ever played any sort of 2048 game like that, because 2048 was the sort of essentially the first even concept of this idea where you've got like one tile that you're trying to build up. Oh, okay, I now know that a bauble is going to come on the left there, so I can actually plan ahead accordingly. That's pretty cool, actually. So I do this. Oh no, yes, no, it's fine, it's fine. I can do that, and then put this over here. And then if we start working on building this up, we might be able to... Okay. I think we can... The best I can do here is... Ooh, that. Okay. Still not ideal, because this guy's going to really cause me a lot of trouble. So I'm going to play a little bit faster now. I've realised that I've just been sort of in the zone. I kind of want to see, like... So I have actually got quite a decent... I think I might have got like 2 higher than this tile. But I want to see if I can get the next tile up. Okay, right. That hasn't actually helped at all. Oh, I think I've brought it back. Brought it back from the depths. Yes. So now... Yeah, and I think I've got 1 higher than that. But yeah, anyway, I'll stop playing. I'm getting very sidetracked. Okay, brilliant. Right. So that's really cool. Right. Oh, I forgot to turn this one back on. Sorry. One sec. That's awesome. Right, sweet. So, where are we? So that was actually, to be honest, I feel like I've done the entire of Radar Man now. What we're looking to do next is it's something that shouldn't be too difficult. I just don't really know. So, if we go back to the main menu. I want to kind of create the problem. So if I just go TTP master mid game, just get rid of that, then just press escape, and then we should be back into the main menu. what I will need to do, so here is the different colour palettes. So you can have sort of grey, like the Game Boy colours, or indeed the purple. But what I'm looking to do now is, you'll notice when you're playing, there's this background. Now I quite like this background, but it can be quite distracting. So what I'm thinking is making it so that you have an option just to have no background at all. And I don't know the best way to emphasise to, you know, sort of like, yeah, so I want to have an option that is, let's go mid-game. Yeah, I want to have like an option, some sort of button that can mean that you can swap between having it and not having it. So how would I go about doing that? All I can think of is have another button like this that has a sort of almost a sort of mini picture of the game, with a background and one without, and then you just tap it to determine. So I think before we actually even create a button, we need to create a function and the ways and means of having a static background or a moving background. So let's go work on that. So how would we start? We would go to... Actually, you know what? Right, okay. It looks like Martin has thrown down the gauntlet. Is that the expression? I don't know. He's set a new score for me to get on my game on Hex Racer. I'm gonna Hex Racer. There we go. Okay, right. I'm gonna see if I can beat Martin's score. Right, let's go. I feel like, because this is actually, that's all the gizmos. Ah, cheers. I won't need it. Oh, I forgot to turn this on. So one thing, it doesn't actually like matter too much. I've noticed that I can't use the control pad if I suddenly turn it on before Hex Racer, but that's not like, it's so quick to load up, doesn't really matter. Right. Oh yes. Oh, how are you doing? Oh, awesome. Ah, cool. Right, you're gonna see me try and beat this high score. So monthly event. Oh, okay, right. So Goobertog, that's me. That's Martin. Right, let's go. Let's go. I need to get the speed up to begin with. That's the important thing, and we want to get. I'm definitely gonna try. Like, yeah. Right, let's go. Right, that's the most key part of this whole run. Make sure you get that speed up. And now we want to see if I can reach the ×5. Let's get that. I think that'll be, again, it's like playing the long run. Let's go get fuel. Let's not try and... And by the way, as well, I've got to say this, the actual whole UI is looking so much better as well. It's like, it's just improved so much over the time. I don't need fuel. Fuel is for losers. Right. Oh, ×2. Okay, fuel's a bit low. I'm gonna risk one more so I can still make use of this ×2. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Okay, good. Fuel's sorted. Oh, actually, that's a good point. How did you get the sound effects? Because they sound so much better when it says like fuel refilled. Like, I think before it just had your normal voice saying fuel refilled, whereas now it's got a proper sort of okay. Right, no, that doesn't count. Right, let's go. Okay. No one saw that. Oh, nice. I've got an achievement. Actually, that's a good point. You've got to show me at some point how to do achievements, because I would want to do that on Rumpletown as well. Right. Right. Fuel efficiency. Every time. Let's go get some fuel. So I realise I'm not very good at commentary while playing. Right. Okay. Oh no. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. Relax, guys. Okay, we've got enough fuel. I don't want to. I want to get all this ×2 to actually be points. Let's wait till the ×2s run out, and then I'll worry about fuel. Okay, right now we can get some fuel. Okay, fuel every time. Let's get some more fuel. Oh, cool. Yeah, the Steam achievements are brilliant. Some of them look really difficult to get. Right. Oh, dear. Okay, that was pretty close. Right, I'm going to just play painfully slow now. Okay, I should have got the hull. Okay, shields. So, yeah, my hull is about half-life. Normally something else kills me before my ship gets destroyed. Ah, just missed it. No! Right. Oh, quality. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, anyway, how are you doing, Shazad? Let's rock! Right, I kind of want to... You know what? Because, like, part of me does actually... I want to do the story. You know what? Let's go for it. Story. Okay. Oh, brilliant. Okay. So this is all new to me now. Now, I normally play boringly, so the max speed is lower in this one, which means everything else is probably going to be a little bit better. I'm going to go for the shuttle. Right. Oh, wow. Oh, yes! Oh my god! Oh my god, this is awesome! Oh, okay. Sorry, I did not know you'd done that. That is brilliant. That is so cool. Right. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Oh, sorry, you've probably heard that particular thing over and over. This is entirely... this is like completely new. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, hold on. Oh my god. Okay, this is so cool. Yes. Okay, this ship does not handle as well as the one on the... right. Oh, yes. Okay, right. Oh, my God. This is no way... This does not handle as well as the monthly ship, but it's brilliant. Oh no 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 no! Right, okay. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I tell you what, I really properly appreciate. Oh my god! Oh, oh. Okay, sorry. This is properly exciting. Okay, all right. So you can actually choose. Okay, I'm going to go acceleration because I never run out of hull space. This is love it. This is so cool. This is so cool. Right. Oh my god, seriously, well done, man. This is so cool. Not going for a speed down. Let's get fuel. I realised this might just suddenly turn into a Hex Racer stream. Oh yes, let's go. Oh right, that might be the case. Oh, decrease fuel. Oh wow. Oh, so is this like a roguelite element? Because I won't lie, I think one of them is directly better than the other. This is awesome. I love this idea. As an idea. Okay. All right. Robo Shuckles. Yes. Alright. Ah, fuel efficiency is for losers. I'm just going to go points. It might actually be... I think, is it just me or is the camera slightly more panned in? I'm not sure actually. Might be the hexagons are bigger. Alright. Yes. I've got the advantage that I've played this quite a bit, so I've got... I'm getting pretty good at this. Right, oh. Increase turning speed by 3 every time. Let's go.
Greetings, Earthlings and all you broody galaxy players. It's race number 4 of the Hex Racers Shuttle Class League. These races are determined to be in the top 3, but it's not going to be a walk on the moon. Strap in, folks, and get ready for a race that's more exciting than a meteor shower on a Saturday night.
Yes, love it. Right. Oh, speed. Speed up. Oh, I should have got that. Oh, no, 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 no. I definitely should have got that speed up. Okay, I still came first. Nice. Oh, so it is entirely about points as well. It's not actually... Okay. All right, all right. Ooh. I think we go hull. Nice. Nice. Oh, of course. If I miss, if I miss them, I just get less points. Okay. So I realise I haven't been super talkative. Nice. Okay. Yeah. I think you're right, because I think you can miss hexes on this, can't you? Let's go fuel capacity by 10. I probably should have done hull actually.
Cosmic cowboys and cowgirls. Saddle up for a rootin', and rocket in a good time because we're kicking off race number 6 in the.
Oh yeah, and by the way, do feel free to put the link on in the chat. Like, I would, yeah, I'd like whenever I try to, I can, yeah.
Space Wranglers, because we're about to lasso some interstellar excitement. Get ready for a wild ride
Yeah.
and have you hollering across the galaxy.
Right. Personally. Yes. Yes, you're entirely right. I think like right, let's go. Because I realised, as much as I felt like I've been winning comfortably every time, but it's just the actual scores are a bit closer than you realise. Okay. Let's go. I love the fact that there's actually like all of these. Oh no. Okay. Right, 666. Oh, okay. Just about this time. Turning speed. Let's go.
Greetings, space cadets and starship admirers. We're here for the 7th race in the Hex Races Shuttle Class League. The competition is so fierce, you'd think these racers were trying to outpace a black hole. Can they secure a spot in the top 3? Stay tuned and find out.
I just love the little commentary as well. It's just awesome. Right. Okay. Oh my word. Times 5 every time. Yes, easy. Oh, nice. Smash that one. Okay.
Greetings, fellow space oddballs and orbital optimists.
Now I'm feeling pretty confident now.
Because we are hurtling into the heart of race number 8 in the Hex Races Shuttle Class League. Our intrepid racers are chasing the dreams like comets on the Cappy Binge, and guess what? They've got their sights set on the top 3 spots. Get ready to strap in for a race that's more thrilling than a zero-gravity dance-off. The excitement is so palpable, even the asteroids are doing a little shimmy.
Yes.
Hold on to your warp drives, interstellar thrill seekers, because this race is about to launch us into a stratosphere of pure, unadulterated excitement.
Yeah, I think the but I still do. I've got to say, I do love that sort of roguelike element that you kind of get sort of permanent upgrades and stuff. That's just brilliant. Right. Oh. Nope. Oh, I'm going for the ×2. Nice. Okay. Right. Oh, I'm going to get to the increase fuel capacity. Yeah, because I think these, and I actually ran into a very, very similar problem to this on Rumpletown, where you'd get the choice of 2 things, but one is directly better than the other. I could even show you the code which I used.
Interstellar space adventures.
I don't know if it would be.
Cosmic energy for the penultimate, the second to last, the almost finished line race.
Yes.
Will they make it? Brace yourselves for the adrenaline-pumping spectacle that is about to unfold as we hurtle toward the grand finale. There's only one way to find out. Strap in, hit the ignition, and let the race of a lifetime begin.
Okay, nice. Right. Let's go. Yeah, this music's awesome. Oh, I definitely should have got the speed up. Nice. Oh. That's not going to cost me, right? Okay. Oh no, I actually didn't come first. Yeah. I knew I recognised it. Let's go Hull. Yeah. Such a good track though.
Brace yourselves for an astronomical spectacle because we have arrived at the grand finale, the climactic, puzzle-pounding, and downright mind-blowing race number 10 in the shuttle class. This is the moment our intrepid competitors have been opening to the cosmos for. Their shot at interstellar glory by claiming a spot in the illustrious top 3 and securing their reality.
Oh, I'm really gutted I didn't come first that time.
Get ready, space enthusiasts, for an electrifying, fast-stopping, and gravity-defying showdown that will go down in the records of cosmic history. Fasten your seatbelts, engage your warp drives, and let the cosmic chaos commence in the blaze of stardust control.
Love it. Oh yeah, what I was going to say actually is in Wormhole Adventure, when you get in a fight, the like battle music, I don't know if you can ever fit that in, but that is such an awesome track as well. I know, almost a perfect season. Right. Okay, let's see if I can at least get 9. I can 9 first. Times 2. No, oh, times 5. Yes, okay. Yes. See, what was that? Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Okay. Oh. Oh, I love it. I don't know. What do I want? I normally go for the nice, slow... I'll go with the original. Right. Now, what I'm going to do is... this is so cool. I'm going to do a... another race, and then I'll probably better get back and work out where I'm going to go.
Did you hear about the alien soprano? She had another worldly voice. It was simply out of this planet. Buckle up and get ready for a race that's set to hit the high notes of interstellar excitement.
I love puns as well. Right, we'll do one more race, and then I'm going to get back to game dev. This is awesome, by the way. Right, okay, how is this one going to handle? Oh, nice. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, no, this is... Right. Oh, this is going to be hard. Okay. Oh, wow. We're actually a tie. Right, turning speed, or it'll be turning speed. Right.
Greetings, galactic speedsters and comet chasers. It's race number 2 in the Voyager class.
Love it.
Our pilots are zooming through the cosmos faster than we can say light speed Martin. These intrepid voyagers are navigating the stellar expanse with finesse, like cosmic cartographers navigating uncharted territories. Get ready for another lap of interstellar excitement
Right, I'm going to call it there, and I'm going to play that again. I'm going to do another shot at the monthly event. And I'm determined to beat Martin. Right, let's go. Okay. Oh yeah, maybe it does handle the same, yeah. Okay. I should have got the fuel efficiency. Never mind. Let's go get some fuel now. Okay. There we go. Right. Okay, I've got to the first times 2. No, we can get fuel now. I don't know when you're playing it later if you hold the accelerator the whole time. I sometimes feel I need to sort of slow down. Just missed it. Oh, I love it though. Yeah. Right. Let's have a look. I will. I'm going to go. Oh really? Wow. Yeah, like I think I'm just I'm still like it's also the technique of not like slamming going full left. Like slowly curving left means that you don't lose as much speed. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, this game is absolutely fantastic. I love it. Right, now probably better get back to game dev. Software development done. That's good. Right. Now, so we've actually sorted all of the Radar Man now. The only thing that would be nice would be if we could... In fact, I've got an idea. If I control no, close all of this. Upon summon routine. Right. After all of this, set up gizmos while that's busy. I think go to definition. Because what we actually kind of want to do is once we set up all the gizmos, we could probably do it here. We just want a bit of code that kind of like sorts the gizmos in place, like right here. So if we go underscore. So if datascript dot instance dot starman current is greater than 0, then we want to go underscore starman counters. I've forgotten what I've called it. Sort starman tile counter. And we want to go if ttp datascript dot instance dot dot radarman current is greater than 0. We're going to go sort radarman tile counter, and then if ttp datascript dot instance dot radarman level current is greater or equal to 2, then we got to do the other script that I forgot what it was. Let me just. it's just incorporated in that, so that's no problem. I don't need to worry about that. So let's just go back up here. So we don't actually need this bit. Yeah, so this way, as soon as you start the game, even if you're mid-game, it should update it. But I want to just check that works. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice one. Oh, fair play. Yeah, I'm going to probably have to get some food as well soon. Right, let's have a little... Let's just test to see if it updates the gizmos as and when it should do. So I'm going to press play now. So that it just sets it up straight away. Brilliant. So now that I've played a little bit, and we're going to escape and go back in, let's see if the gizmos still work. Yes, it still updates itself. I probably should check that the Starman works as well. Can't see any reason why it wouldn't, but I might need to just do that test. So for me to be able to do that, I need to pause, turn off mid-game, unpause, escape, play. Yeah, we may as well get one of these. That's fine. Back. Play. So that's good. So it's got all of that. That's updated really well, nicely. Let's just play a few moves here, and then we're going to escape and go back in. Check we don't get. It doesn't throw any error messages. No, this all updates perfectly. So what Starman does is it means in 206 moves, a star tile will appear, and that can merge with any tile, and it will upgrade it, which is quite exciting. The idea is kind of you've got to be playing for a while to reach that. But yeah, okay. So I'm happy with that. Okay. So I've got to work out where we're going to go next. I need to create a button which turns background static on and off. So let's see, where would we go? Where would we start? I think if I edit this script here, I'm going to close all but this, and we're going to have public enum that we'll call I still want to have it as an enum, because at the moment I can think of what should we call it? Game BG, game background, and that will be moving, static, and none. So yeah, I always feel like I need to put a semicolon at the end there. I don't. So now I've created this enum here, and what we're going to do now is we're going to actually create a new variable so that whenever you change it, it will save and it will remain like that. It will remain. So if ever you have the background, you switch it to none, and then you exit the game and go back in, it will still know that it's none. So that seems fine. How would I do that? Okay, so what we need to now go is, didn't mean to do that. We're going to go into the data script, edit script here, and right at the bottom here we're going to have public game background. What should we call it? We'll call it background setting, and find all references, and actually so now that we've got this, we also need to go into our separate data at the bottom here, which so this whole data class here is like the save file. All of this like is the data that needs saving when you close. So I can go copy, no, find all references here. So now data dot background setting equals background settings. Very nice. So this is sorting the save. So whenever you save it, it will make sure that it's saved it there. And over here, we're going to, this is when we're loading, we're going to say background setting equals, yeah, very nice. Okay, it looks like Betty, the autocomplete, has saved us once again. Right, now we need to find all references. Not that one, over here, find all references. So one thing that I've also done with this game here is, even though it might come to be a problem later in, every single bit of data that needs saving is specifically on this data script, right? And it's got, it's a singleton, which means I can access it from any other script that I like. But the only problem is, as I add more variables, this list here is just going to get longer and longer and longer. I think with Rumpletown, I didn't actually, like, the data script essentially was just a save load script, and it would have to access it from multiple different areas to save all the data. Whereas obviously in this case, I've just got everything in one place, which for a smaller game, and this is a smaller project, I think this makes a bit more sense. So what we should do first is, let's see. I think before we actually have any button that swaps it, because I haven't really created any buttons, yeah, because that's going to be, creating a button is going to be a bit confusing, because I need to, essentially I need some sort of animation on the button to indicate that it's moving, like, and then when you press it again, it will be like a still picture, and it's just going to be a bit confusing. So we're not actually going to worry about the actual button that changes it yet. We're gonna sort that out a bit later. But for the time being, we just want to actually make sure that the background sorts itself out dependent on the setting. So let's just do a little test to check it all works. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to go into here. On the data script here, we've got moving, so that's the default. So when I say moving, it's gonna have like this moving background here, right? If I change this now to say static, right? And now, oddly enough, escape instantly saves the game as you leave, right? So I'm going to escape and then press play again, and I just want to check that it still shows static. There. I know it won't be static because I haven't done any code to do that, but yes, that is static. So we now know it saves and loads without any problem. We now just need to sort out what happens when it's either static or moving or whatever. So what is going to happen here? Let's go backdrop, edit script here. So I was quite happy with this actually. This is quite nice little code that essentially subtly changes the background as you play more and more. Yeah, we need to kind of work out. Yeah, this might this might be a little bit tricky. Let me go have a look. Backdrop master. So when is, oh, I can just so here is what we're looking for. Let's go find all the references here. So these are the times that it's actually been called. So it summons. That's not too much of a problem. So here is where we've got to kind of sort this out. So summon. So what we really should have is, because what I'm going to do is I still want to create it if it's on static, where it's just got a static background. But if it's on none, then it won't have any background at all. So something like if http data script dot instance dot background setting is not equal to game background dot none, then we're going to create that. Yeah, because I believe it will. Yeah, so this is, yeah, so now like we're just going to make sure that it doesn't create this at all. And obviously there's going to be, we're still going to have to kind of find all the references here and check that we're not changing anything. So we're just going to do the difference between moving and none, and then we'll sort out static a bit later. So that's good there. Oh yeah, that's a bit awkward. How do we sort that out? Oh yes! Oh my word! Okay, so Cammy Moop, he's the absolute legend who actually put all the sprites together for my game. It's yeah. So I did actually. So what I did, I'll show you. I'll see if I can. I'll stop that for the time being. So as far as sprites go, I had to make some more, and they're not quite as good as the ones that you've made. Let's have a look. I think it's tile. I think it's just tile symbols. Yeah. So you made up to here, and then I thought I'd make 3 more afterwards, which they kind of look okay. I wanted to kind of go for a slightly different sort of spicy one, but it's just this is the basis. So I can only say thank you very much. Yeah, like it's just the thing which is so clever is that with all of these, you can count the number of dots there are. So I think this is number 14. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, that's what I was kind of going for. And then even though it's not super clear, there is 15 in this one. And I'm going to say, trust me, there's definitely 16 in this one. But it's quite hard to count them. Because the thing which also like took me by surprise is this one here, which is, I believe, 9. There's like each one of these circles is like 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 is the big circle around. But yeah, it's like kind of so it's just like I say, this has been like so much better than just having normal numbers. It just looks so much better. But yeah, this is like the original. This is almost the file that you sent me with a few more extra ones. It's just it's going really well. At the moment, we're working on the background. So as it is, right, we've got a slight issue that this one here is this will cause an error message, because if we haven't created the backdrop thing, then this here, it will try and check it and it will give us some grief. So what we should do is, I think we can have if underscore backdrop master script is not equal to null, then we're going to copy some of this, get rid of that, and then do that. So like, not that it matters too much, but it's just making sure that we've got both a background and this won't interrupt with that. I could do a sort of try, but there's no point. Yes, you are entirely right. But like, luckily, from a mathematical standpoint, it never needs to get above 16. So 16 circles is the limit that it needs to be. And I've made it so that if ever, the moment that you get 2 15s that you mix together to make a 16, then it will be game over instantly. I've never casually reached that, but I have put code in that creates the game over straight away. like I have, like I said, I haven't actually made a proper sort of, ideally I want there to be a big celebration screen that occurs, but I haven't really done that. All I've done is just made it game over straight away. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Right, so this is good. So we just need to go find all the references here, and we just need to slowly cycle through everything here. So backdrop counter. So this backdrop counter here. We actually only want to do, so if ttp datascript.instance. Yes, yes, you are right. I think it's technically. Oh no, actually, you might be right. I think the first one is 2 points. So. Oh, actually, no, it still does. No, you are entirely right. You are actually entirely right, yes. Because the actual score that you will get will be something insane, like, I don't even know. It's, yeah, it'll be something like 150, 140,000 or something. Yeah, something ridiculous. So if datascript.instance, actually, no, hold on. Let's go even one better. If underscore backdrop master script is not equal to null, then we do that. Okay, that's good. So what we're doing, we just want to make sure that we can have like none. So find all references. Yeah, we're just cycling through. Level up backdrop. Yep, don't need to worry about that. Dot fade away. So we can actually have. I guess it shouldn't matter the order. I guess we just put that on top there. That shouldn't matter too much. We're just going to say if underscore backdrop master script is not equal to null, then we're going to do this code here. And then we almost, yeah, I think, so I think now we officially, even though we don't have any button to change it, we can now have like no background whatsoever. But I want to see what that kind of looks like. So that's good. We're currently set on over here. We're currently set on static. So we're going to switch to none. And then I can actually just press escape, which will save the game. Now, if I press play, let's see. Hopefully it will just have a clear sort of grey background. Yeah, that's much better. So now, if you found the background a little bit sort of like, yeah, if you found it, because some people do actually have sort of like a bit of motion sickness, and having a constant background moving might be a little bit, awkward. Then you can change it. So I've got actually, like, I have given myself quite a lot of points to experiment with things. Oh yes, right, okay, right, okay. Now the important thing after I've done this, Lakia has just redeemed a Rubik's Cube time. Now after I've done this, I need to remember to move the my screen back to normal. So. Because that I think I was going on for about 10 minutes after. Right, so here is my cube. Let's go on to just me. Right, just want to make sure. Okay, I'm just doing a good mix up here. I know I could just be setting it. I just want to make sure as well that it's all in screen. Sorry about the slightly grainy picture quality. There we go. Oh yes. Oh yeah, that's a very good point. Okay, right. Okay, right. So cube here. It's looking pretty scrambled. I definitely should get a timer ready. All right, but if you have got one ready, I'm gonna count down, and so I'm gonna count down from 3. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Done. Definitely should get a timer ready for that bit. Yeah, I was going to say what I should do as well is I do have a 5x5 cube, which I might need to do. 21 seconds. That's not bad. That's not bad. I like to I want to try and get my average to being 20 seconds. But yeah, at some point I will do the 5x5. But the only problem is there's you get to a certain point in it where there's a move that you need to do, and I don't always necessarily remember. But yeah, like I tell you what, next time there's a cube to solve, I'll do the 5x5. Like I'm looking forward to showing that one off. Admittedly, it's not quite as social. Like the whole point, the idea with the Rubik's Cube, the 3x3, is you can be like, oh look, done. 21 seconds later, fan. But whereas this is more of a sort of 5 to 8 minutes to do this. But it's still like, yeah, it's a lot of fun though. I definitely prefer. Yeah, I do like doing the 5x5. That's more of a sort of sit down and work it all out. Right. So what are we testing? So it looks like the static screen does work. I mean, the none screen does work, but I would be intrigued. Yes, very well done. Right, we're back in. I knew that. I didn't need reminding. There's a few little patterns that you can do. You can have. I'm gonna see if I can. Need to make sure, just me. Yeah, so you can have a sort of like little pattern like that where it sort of moves around. Oh, for the 5x5. Unfortunately, I've just messed it up. For me to be able to make a nice pattern, I would need to solve it again. But no, don't worry. Right, I will sometime. I'll do a 5x5 and then I'll make a nice pattern as well. But yeah. Anyway, my OCD means I need to now go back to it being solved. Okay. Right. Okay. Back onto the thing. Hold on. Right. Back onto the main setup. Right. So. Yeah. But yeah, cool. Right. So we've now got a none background and we've got a moving background, but we want to work out how to do a static background, and that's going to be a bit more confusing because what we need to do is this is just going to be a little bit trickier. Right, cool. I am back on the on this here. So summon. So scroll. So what's happening? Because I think I might be able to change this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to be a little bit cheeky. Like, I've realised that I've got food coming up shortly, so I might actually need to call the stream now. But this has been like way properly awesome. I've realised because I don't quite have the brain power to do this properly. And what I'll do next time, I'll make sure I've got sprites for the button so that you can swap between either moving background, a static background, or no background. And yeah, I'll have that ready. But yeah, as it is, I think I'm looking at this code and I'm thinking this is going to just be a little bit tricky for my brain at my current like mindset. So anyway, I'm going to have a look to see who I can raid, and then I'll get back to this again like sometime soon. I don't know exactly when, but I'm looking forward to getting back to this. And what I'll do as well. Oh yes, rock and roll. Oh yes, yes, and vibes as well. Thanks, you've been the robot emoji and your good vibes have definitely kept me pumped throughout this stream. Lakia, thanks for making an absolutely awesome game and helping me out about 1,000,000 times. Cami Moop, the absolute #1 champ of making these sprites, has been so cool. Martin, let's rock! And Shazad, sorry, I'm doing the sort of as the credits roll, it's like, thanks to everyone who's covered. Right, I've got to work out who I'm going to I'm going to have who I'm going to raid. Let's have a look. Right, let's see. Let's go like that. And let's find out. Let's see. So this guy is pretty cool. He's working on a game that is looks a little bit similar to. Actually, let's just check. Yeah, he's working on a game that looks similar to like Hearthstone Battlegrounds, which is I've got to even remember how to raid now. Is that what you need to do? Right, that looks good. Yeah. He's making a game that looks a bit like Hearthstone Battlegrounds, which I'm a big fan of. Yes, nice. Right, okay. Anyway, thank you very much for sticking about. I will check you guys later. All right.